Every October, a small town goes completely silent. No lights, no voices, only the sound of whispers rising from beneath a forgotten lake. When a grieving writer dares to listen, he uncovers a terrifying secret. The drowned don't rest, they wait. If you enjoy dark mysteries and chilling tales that dig deep into the human soul, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. And now, let's dive into the haunting story of Whispers Beneath the Lake.
Whispers Beneath the Lake. In the mountains of Vermont, nestled beside a misty, forgotten lake, was the town of Greywater. It wasn't listed in tourist guides, and the locals rarely spoke of it. What made it strange wasn't its age, but its silence. Every year, for exactly 1 week in October, the town would seemingly sleep. Doors locked, windows shuttered, no voices, no lights. Nobody ever explained why. Elijah, a 34-year-old writer plagued by creative block and guilt over abandoning his dying sister, arrived seeking quiet and isolation. Greywater seemed perfect. He had no idea what waited beneath the lake. He rented a house at the lake's edge, a cabin with no mirrors and thick salt lines under every window. When Elijah asked the landlord why, the old woman only whispered, to keep them from crossing. At first, it felt peaceful, but on the third night, Elijah woke to soft knocking, not on the door, but from beneath the floorboards. Then came the whispers, faint, echoing, calling his name. He tore open a loose floorboard and found a mirror, old, cracked, and wrapped in wet linen. The reflection didn't show the room, it showed the bottom of the lake, and someone or something staring back. Elijah discovered a diary hidden in the attic. It belonged to a woman named Clara who once lived in the house. Her entries became frantic near the end. They come when the lake breathes. 7 days, 7 whispers. If you listen, they'll find you. He asked the local librarian, one of the few people who would talk. She said, in 1896, the lake flooded suddenly during a harvest festival. It drowned half the town. No one ever recovered the bodies. Since then, the drowned rise once a year, looking to trade places. Elijah became obsessed with the mirror. Every night he stared into it, watching shadows drift beneath the water. They began to mimic him, copying his movements, whispering secrets only he knew. One night, the whispers turned to screams. He saw his sister's face in the mirror, pale, dead, weeping. "You left me," she said. "Come back." The drowned had found his guilt and were using it to pull him under. On the 6th night, Elijah woke waist deep in cold water inside his bedroom. The walls were gone. The house was dissolving into fog. He saw figures, pale, bloated, with empty eyes, reaching out of the mirror. They spoke in unison. Trade, guilt for freedom, regret for silence. One must stay. He realized then, the lake wasn't just haunted. It was hungry. It fed on pain, on secrets, on the broken parts of people. But Elijah, for the first time, refused to run. He smashed the mirror, screaming, "You don't get to have me." The water receded. The whispers stopped. When the townsfolk came out the next day, surprised to find the house still standing, they saw Elijah sitting calmly on the porch, notebook in hand. He had written through the night, pouring out every grief, every regret, every truth. The story was done. He published it under the title Whispers Beneath the Lake. It became a bestseller, praised for its raw honesty and terror, but he never returned to Grey Water. Years later, hikers found a mirror half buried near the lake, cracked, wet, and whispering softly when touched. Moral: you cannot bury grief. If you don't face it, it will find you and pull you under.